Hey guys, what is up? And welcome back to episode 4 of my Vancouver Force MyLeague series. On the last episode, we got our first win and we signed LiAngelo Ball, so make sure you go check that video out before you come to this one. In this video today, we will be simming our first season and getting our season done. Not too sure what we're going to do. I am pretty sure we're going to pretty much tank for Zion. We definitely want that number 1 draft pick. 1 and 2 at the moment. Not too sure how we're going to go, but I'll sim to All-Star break, and if there's any chance of us making the playoffs, I then might play out the season, might try and make the playoffs. But like I said, this is a second year thing, so I hope you guys enjoy. This is the lineup we've got in our first year. This was the lineup we're rolling with. This is all the people we signed. But without further ado, let's get through to All-Star break. So guys, we pick up here from All-Star break. Currently we're actually not doing too bad. As you guys can see here, let's check the division. We're currently, well, we're not in the 8, but we're definitely pushing for the top for a seed. We're 28 and 31. I have decided that we are going to go on the tank. We're going to go tank mode. We definitely don't want to finish high, so we don't get draft picks. We want to definitely give ourselves the best chance to get that number 1 draft pick and really build Vancouver Force. These are the people we've looked at. Zion's definitely top of our list. These are the mock drafts that we have at the moment. Heat, we're currently 13th in the. So definitely after that number 1 pick, but let's sim to the end of the year. Like I said, definitely on that tank mode at the moment. Let's just sim through, and we'll see how far we can get. If we started to win some games, I probably would change the lineup. But we have dropped our first 4 games after the All-Star break. Let me see here, the contract deadline. We dropped our first 5 games after the All-Star break, and I don't really want to finish in the middle of the pack near the bottom, because you don't get a chance at getting that number 1 draft pick. So you see here, I'm going to change the lineup. Definitely don't want our best players playing, and it's sad because it would have been cool to compete for the playoffs, but like I said, this is a 5-year plan, even a 3-year plan. We definitely want to compete in our second year and go for a playoff spot, and so I'm putting pretty much a tank lineup in at the moment. LiAngelo Ball will be playing the full minutes because I definitely want him to improve. But let's get the last sim of the year done, and let's get into the playoffs. So guys, the season's finished. Steph Curry was the most valuable player, 31 points, 8 assists. Luka Doncic was the rookie of the year, finishing with above 17 points a game. Dennis Schroeder was the 6th man of the year. As we're rolling through, Giannis Antetokounmpo won defensive player of the year. Probably would have only just missed out on the MVP. Jordan Clarkson was the most improved player of the year. As we roll through, who was the coach of the year, if we can get to it, and Steve Kerr, 68 and 14, the Golden State Warriors. Definitely going to be pushing for another championship on the back of another MVP season from Steph Curry. So here is the NBA first all-team, pretty much the same people who are normally in there. You got Steph Curry, Westbrook, Jokic, LeBron. I'm just going to check where we finished. I definitely want to check if we're we finished with 35 and 47, which is pretty good. We'll definitely take that. So let's get these playoffs simulated. Let's get out of this season. Golden State Warriors currently up in their series, who are my pick to win the NBA championship again. Houston Rockets and the Clippers. Wow, the Clippers snuck in and they've gone into the conference semis. They've knocked off Golden State. Boston and Milwaukee. That's a genuine chance for an actual playoff series in this year's NBA. Golden State, Boston. Golden State win the championship. You probably could have seen that from a mile away. Steph Curry was your finals MVP. So Steph Curry had MVP and a finals MVP in one season. Pretty impressive for Steph considering he did not win a MVP. So let's get into the thick of it. This is what we've been waiting for, the MyLeague off-season of our expansion team. Let's quickly look at our salary cap. So you can see here, Norman Powell, Miles Plumlee, Kevin Love, our highest paid players, and I definitely will be looking to move Kevin Love. He was pretty good for us throughout our few games we played with him. He definitely was one of our best, but he is getting old, and we definitely want to keep this roster as young as possible. I will be trying to sign some veterans in the off season if I can through free agency, but like I said, not really sure what the go is with this roster. I do kind of want to bring Pat Beverley and Rajon Rondo back, but a lot of these people won't be here. Alonzo TR, definitely want to bring him back, but a lot of these people definitely won't be around at the end of this off season. So I'm going to add LiAngelo Ball to our untouchables because we definitely don't want to lose LiAngelo. Probably a player we want to build and grow into the next season. Like I said, it would have been pretty cool to pair him with Lonzo Ball and LaMelo Ball if we can at a certain point down the track. Lonzo Ball definitely is the point guard that we're definitely going after in this season. As you see here, the retirees, pretty much the people you pretty much knew were going to retire. It's a shame that we're going to lose Kyle Korver because Kyle Korver was pretty good for us, and I think he might have been on a 2-year deal for us. But he has retired. Vince Carter decided to hang up the boots. Hall of Fame inductees Dirk Nowitzki and Vince Carter, definitely players who will be there in real life. Jersey retirements, Manu Ginobili, Dirk. Vince Carter did not get his jersey retired yet. The league, we're going to go through league meetings. And everything has been rejected. Draft lottery, the first worst team. So, yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. It keeps it real. We didn't have to vote on anything, I don't think. We've got the league realignment, which I think we can do ourselves, but I probably will leave it as it is at the moment. You've got the one conference in the East that have 6 teams in it just because we joined, and we joined the West. We should be in the East, so I think next season I might move us into the East, and the Pelicans have moved into the East as well, which they actually do want to do and Sacramento do want to do. Even I think Dallas want to do in the real thing. So we're projected to get the number 10 pick, as you guys can see. Let's go through this draft lottery. If we do get top 10, I don't know if I'll trade it or keep it. Portland get pick 15. Brooklyn are a genuine chance. Well, they do. They get pick 14. I'm not too sure if we're going to keep our pick in the top 10. We definitely want to go for it. We want that number 1 draft pick. We want to be aggressive, and we want to take that number 1 draft pick. Los Angeles Lakers take the 13th pick in the draft. So we're projected to go in the top. Well, we're projected to go to get the 10th pick. Let's see what happens. Chicago Bulls get the 12th pick in the draft. Let's see who gets 11 in the draft. The Pelicans get 11, so New Orleans will definitely look to get a player unless Anthony Davis leaves. I don't know who they'll pair him with. So we actually do get the 10th pick in the draft. Like I said, we're definitely after that number 1 draft pick because we definitely want Zion. So I'm going to skip the rest of the draft. The Charlotte Hornets get the number 1 pick. The Boston Celtics get the 2nd pick. That's just crazy. And the New York Knicks get the 3rd pick. So let's exit this draft lottery and let's get into the staff signing. We're going to keep our Tyrone Lue at the head coach position, and our assistant coach will probably stay the same. This is the draft combine. We're trying to get through as quick as possible just so I'm going to simulate the pre-draft workouts. We don't need that, and let's get straight into these are the players who we're looking at, looking to draft. I definitely wanted to draft Matt McClung, but he isn't really what we're after at the minute. But if he does get drafted, I'll definitely look to see if we can pick him up in a trade, or because even if he has declared for the draft, I'm not too sure if he has. If he has, we'll try and get him. But if not, definitely look to get him next season if we can, like I said, LaMelo Ball's in the next rookie draft, and it'd be awesome to get. So here is the NBA draft, and you see here, guys, I was throwing a few trades out. I was trying to get that number 1 draft pick from the Charlotte Hornets. A lot wasn't working until we come across this kind of deal. I was trying to unload Kevin Love's $28 million contract that would have been about $60 million. and I was trying my best to see what I could get for our number 10 draft pick. Nothing was really working for us, so I pretty much went all out. It's probably not the best move to do, but I will go down the line and definitely try and get what I give up back in the future. So Miles Plumlee, definitely I was trying to include him in the trade for that number 1 draft pick. We couldn't trade him, so I'm like, why not throw in all our number 1 draft picks for the next 2 years? Because Zion Williamson can be a player like LeBron James. He definitely can be a player who can bring all types of different hype to the city, and he can definitely be our franchise player. So we do get the number 1 draft pick. Like I said, I will be trying to get them picks back throughout the season. I'm not resting on my laurels. I want that number 1 draft pick for next season as well, as we're about to choose our prospect here. But like I said, it's a shame we're giving up all these draft picks, but we're definitely going to be getting them back in the future. And if Zion Williamson can bring what he is projected to bring, we've definitely found ourselves a franchise player, because that's what we're after. We're after a young franchise player who we can build around for many years. And he's definitely that perfect player for us. So that small forward position who will come in straight away. Will definitely come in for that starting role. There isn't much to say. And like I said, I wanted to unload a few contracts. Miles Plumlee was also good for us, but $14 million for the year. Do I really want to be paying him that? Don't really want to be paying Miles Plumlee that. So I'm after a deal that will work for us and work for Miles as well. I'm trying to clear as much room as possible because we've got some good free agents in this draft. We've got Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. And if we add one of these players, not even, like I said, if we add 2, but even if we add 1 player to this roster with Zion Williamson, anything could happen. But Norman Powell, 2 years, $20 million, probably not going to work for us. Let's unload his contract as well. What deal can we get in return for Norman Powell? I didn't just want to pick. I was definitely after a player as well. And Fred VanVleet, 1 year, $9 million deal. Definitely a player on the up. We get him as well. So we lose Kevin Love, we lose Norman Powell, but we gain Freddie VanVleet and we gain Zion Williamson, which is quite crazy. So I'm definitely not stopping on my lot. Like I said, I really wanted to unload Miles Plumlee. He's not a player that I can see a future for, but at this stage, if I can get something for him, great. But like I said, he'll probably have to stick on the roster just for now. As we finish the draft here, see, we took Zion Williamson, number 1. And there is the top 5 of the draft. Everyone pretty much getting the man they wanted. Hornets did gain 4 extra draft picks in this. They give up Zion Williamson, who we will sign to a 2-year deal. It's good to have him down packed. These are the pending options that we have. We don't have any at the moment. So we're finally into the free agency period. This is what we've been waiting for. So Kevin Durant, he's definitely the first player I want. I can offer him a max deal, but I'm not too sure if he's actually interested in coming to an expansion team who's only been in the league for 1 year. I'm offering Kyrie Irving a full max contract. We definitely want him. And third, well, I went down the list. I thought it was third, and we got Klay Thompson, who I can offer a contract as well. I can't offer any more contracts, but they're the contracts that I'm going after, and this is what we get. So we get Klay Thompson, a verbal agreement. Rajon Rondo, these are the people that I'm trying to get. I'm not keeping around. Like I said, I would have liked to keep Rajon Rondo on the roster, but to get these types of players, you need to make sacrifices. So we end up getting rid of Rajon Rondo, Andrew Bogut, but I definitely will look to bring them back in this season. Like I said, they're players who started here, and I want to keep them around. So Klay Thompson does sign with us. It's awesome we get Klay. Let's see if we can pick anyone else up. Dwight Howard would be a good little ad for us as well. Definitely not in his prime, but I'll offer him what he wants. Also, so we get Dwight Howard. Do I really want to 3 years, 61 mil? I'm going to decline it because 3 years, 61 mil, probably not worth at his age. We will get Klay Thompson, which is awesome for us. Zion Williamson, Klay Thompson. All we need now is probably an experienced point guard. We get an experienced point guard, a veteran point guard, who can hold down the fort for 1 year. Because like I said, big things are coming next season. LaMelo Ball is in that draft class, and he's definitely a chance. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I could do to offer Kevin Durant a contract. He did decide to sign with the the Philadelphia 76ers. So is there any way we can bring Kevin Durant over here? I'm trying absolutely everything. He's declined the offer straight out. Like I said, I definitely want to get a point guard who can come in straight off the bat and pretty much play aggressively. Rajon Rondo wasn't really a scoring point guard for us, and that's what we're after. We're after a scoring point guard. So Isaiah Thomas's name is lingering there. He is 30 years old. Is it a player we want? See, this would be interesting. Maybe won't pass his name, but Kelly Oubre Jr. I think would be a nice little signing for us. Maybe we could get him for 1 year. Let's negotiate a contract and let's see. We'll give him his max what he wants, but we'll offer him a 1 year deal. If we could get Kelly Oubre, we've got Zion. It's a young side, and that's what we want. We want to build around this young core, this young team. So we're going to sign Kelly Oubre Jr. It's nice that he signed. And I'm thinking if we so Dwight Howard has chosen not to sign with us. Isaiah Thomas's name is lingering there. We're gonna sign him. Yeah. I'll see if he'll take a 1 year less than the amount that he wants. So Isaiah Thomas, Klay Thompson, Kelly Oubre Jr. are all players that we're bringing on board. I think this is what it's. I'm not too happy about the free agency signing of Isaiah Thomas, but like I said, he could have some trade value, and we definitely could get something for him mid-season. I think actually let's sign Jeff Green to a 1 year deal if we can, $4 million. Jeff Green would be a nice little backup to sit on the bench and come in for if Kelly Oubre Jr. is not playing well or Zion's not playing well. He can come fill in, play some the minutes at the 4. Terry Rozier would also be nice. I can only offer him the minimum, so we definitely won't be settling with that. Rajon Rondo wants a 6 year, $1 million deal. Let's see if he wants to come back and play for the Vancouver Force. It'd be nice having Rajon back. Like I said, I definitely wanted him or Pat Beverly to come back into the side, and having him back would be really nice for the Vancouver Force fans. So guys, I actually stopped recording through the last free agency. We actually didn't have enough money to sign Rajon Rondo to a deal. So this is the roster for year 2 that we have at the moment. I'm not complete with it yet. It's not finished. Like I said, I definitely want to try and move Miles Plumlee on. But this is the big splash. Isaiah Thomas, Klay Thompson, Zion Williamson, Kelly Oubre Jr. We're definitely after a center, someone who can play in the center and actually be a big presence for us. Someone can hit the 3 ball. I definitely will be after someone like a DeMarcus Cousins throughout the season. We're definitely going to play aggressive throughout this season. But I hope you like this video, guys. This is our free agency splash. Make sure to comment down below. Do you think I should have went after anyone else? Who should I add to this side? There are a few players I got my eyes on. But thanks for watching. Make sure to look out for episode 5, the start of year 2, and the NBA Summer League.